Dogs are loyal and loving, but even they have their limits. And there are some things that they will never forgive you for, like punishing them for an accident in the house might confuse or scare them, or ignoring their need for attention can slowly break their heart. Curious to know what else they might never forgive? Stick around until the end, because some of these actions could potentially lead to animal cruelty charges, and even the law might not forgive you. So, let's start. 1. Ignoring them when they're craving attention. Imagine waiting all day for your best friend to come home, only to be ignored. That's exactly how your dog feels when they're left alone for too long or overlooked in your busy routine. Dogs are social creatures. To them, you're their world, and being ignored feels like rejection. Over time, this can lead to sadness and even behavioral problems, like chewing or barking excessively. The fix is simple: acknowledge them. Even just a quick scratch behind the ears or tossing their favorite toy shows them they matter. For those extra busy days, consider leaving them with interactive toys or hiring a dog walker to break up their day. Starting the day with a short play session can also set the tone, leaving them feeling cared for and emotionally balanced. 2. Using fear to train them. Training your dog through punishment, like yelling or physical discipline, might seem like an immediate fix, but it's a surefire way to damage trust. Dogs don't process punishment the way humans do. Instead of understanding what they did wrong, they may feel scared or confused, often leading to avoidance. Experts recommend positive reinforcement instead. Rewarding desired behavior with treats, praise, or belly rubs encourages dogs to repeat it. For example, if your dog sits when you ask or stays calm during stressful situations, offer a reward immediately after the good behavior. Over time, your dog's brain will build associations between desired actions and positive outcomes, and be eager to repeat them. 3. Rubbing their nose in their poop. Accidents happen, sometimes on your favorite rug, but rubbing their nose in their poop as a punishment, that's a no-go. Dogs don't connect the act with the punishment. Instead, they see you as unpredictable and scary, and it damages the trust you've built. Potty training doesn't have to be tough. The real trick is to keep it simple. Whenever your dog is doing it in the right spot, celebrate it with a treat and cheerful praise. And if there's an accident, clean it up calmly and guide them gently. Your dog wants to please you. They just need to understand how. 4. Punishing fearful behavior. Thunderstorms, fireworks, or even the vacuum cleaner. Some things are just terrifying for dogs. When they bark, cower, or shake in fear, punishing them in these moments, whether by scolding or isolating them, only intensifies their anxiety. It sends the message that not only is the world a scary place, but even their trusted human isn't a source of comfort. Instead, try this. When your dog shakes, barks, or cowers, take a deep breath and sit beside them. Speak in a calm, reassuring tone. Gently pet them or offer them a high-value treat to redirect their focus. This reassures your dog that they can rely on you in moments of fear. 5. Misusing the come command. One of the first lessons in dog training is teaching the come command. When you say "come here, buddy," it should always lead to something positive, a tasty treat, playtime, or affection. However, some owners unintentionally turn the come command into a trick. If you frequently call your dog over for luring them into things they dislike, like a dreaded bath, nail trimming, or a trip to the vet, when it's done too often, they'll start second-guessing you. Instead of eagerly running to you, they may hesitate or flat out ignore you. To maintain the reliability of this command, use them solely for positive outcomes. If you need to take your dog somewhere unpleasant, approach them calmly instead of calling them. This way, you keep the trust intact while still handling necessary tasks. 6. Separating them from their pack. Dogs are social creatures, and their family, whether canine or human, is everything to them. Isolation, whether through prolonged confinement in a kennel or leaving them outside for extended periods, can have a severe emotional impact. When a dog is labeled bad and segregated from the family, it doesn't help their behavior, it harms their emotional well-being. Often, behavioral issues stem from a lack of guidance or understanding, not malice. If your dog struggles with certain behaviors, instead of resorting to isolation, seek help. Veterinarians and trainers can guide you to address issues effectively. Remember, they're not trying to upset you, they're simply communicating the only way they know how. 7. Using the crate as a timeout zone. Dogs treat their crate, bed, or favorite corner like a personal sanctuary, using it as punishment. Locking them away after they've chewed something or misbehaved can make them feel like their safe space is no longer safe. This leaves them feeling confused and vulnerable. Instead, transform their crate into a happy place. Make it inviting with soft blankets, favorite toys, and occasional treats. Feeding meals in the crate or playing games that involve it can also reinforce the idea that it's their personal space to unwind. By treating the crate as a comfort zone rather than a penalty box, you build a sense of trust and safety. 8. Being a fun killer. Dogs aren't just couch potatoes waiting for belly rubs. They're active, curious, and love engaging with their humans. Dogs love playtime. It isn't just a fun, it's essential for their physical health, mental stimulation, and emotional happiness. Skipping play sessions can lead to frustration and destructive behaviors like chewing shoes or digging holes in the yard. The good news? You don't need to spend hours to make a big difference. A quick game of fetch in the backyard, a spirited tug-of-war session in the living room, or even teaching them a fun new trick can work wonders. These activities not only tire them out, but also keep their minds sharp and their hearts happy. And here's the most important aspect. When you set aside even just 10-15 minutes to engage with your dog, you're showing them that they matter. This time together tells your dog, "You're my buddy, and I love spending time with you." 9. Inconsistent house rules. Dogs thrive on consistency. Bringing them into a home without clear rules is like introducing them to a game without explaining the rules. They might assume everything, from jumping on the furniture to sneaking snacks off the counter, is fair game. When you suddenly change these rules, it leaves them confused and anxious. One day, they're allowed on the couch, and the next, they're scolded for it. Before your dog steps paw into your home, establish clear guidelines. Decide where they'll sleep, what areas are off limits, and who will handle feeding and walking duties. A consistent routine not only helps your dog feel secure, but also strengthens their understanding of what's expected of them. This leads to a strengthened bond between you and your dog. The relationship you share with your dog is built on trust, love, and understanding. By avoiding these 9 unforgivable actions, you can ensure your furry friend feels safe, valued, and happy. Dogs may not hold grudges the way humans do, but their memories are shaped by the experiences we create for them. But here's something you might not know. Some seemingly normal dog behaviors could actually be red flags pointing to deeper issues, and I have discussed them in this video, which is popping on your screen right now. Click on it, and I will see you guys there.